Hey, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Savage 50/50. All right. Hey, what's up? What's up? Yo, let me know you're there if you're there. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Every single subscription, every single subscriber, everybody who follows Savage 50/50. Yeah, buddy. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing this Sunday night? What's going on? What's up with y'all? What's new? What y'all think about what y'all think about Tom Brady, huh? I was hoping he would repeat. I was so disappointed. Although I'm an Eagles fan, I'm still a Brady fan. Although I'm an Eagles fan, I'm still a Brady fan, and I was disappointed. Anna Rodriguez, thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning into my live. I appreciate it so much. Hey, good to see you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate that. It's so much going on right now. So much going on. It's so much. It's like, come on. I didn't know hot sauce in a condom was illegal. Drake is about to get sued for it. That was a great game. Absolutely. I mean, who would you trust more than Tom Brady? His whole squad was injured. They wasn't a healthy team. That's so unfortunate. I was really cheering for Tom Brady. I was really cheering for him. I'll try to invite people in. Hey, Anna Rodriguez, thank you so much. Any subscription, I appreciate if only one person is listening. It means a hell of a lot to me. I got like 530 plus subscribers now. So I appreciate everybody. And that's a lot. So I hope that maybe at least 5 people view this, It looked like y'all are here right now supporting me. I appreciate that. This whole live thing is a new thing for me. So, hey, it is what it is, right? So, yeah, man. So what y'all think about this whole controversy with Drake? I don't know if y'all heard about it. The rapper Drake. I don't know if how many of y'all listen to rap music, but apparently now he's being sued. He's being sued for putting hot sauce inside of a condom, right? Before he expose it. I think that's completely unfair. What is the attack against men right now? It literally is, because you can't even pit. If you're throwing something away in a trifling Instagram hoe. I know people like to call them Instagram models, but they're Instagram hoes. They're chasing after the money bag, and they go into the bathroom after Drake was done using the bathroom to dispose the condom into the trash can. Now she's suing him because apparently there was hot sauce in the condom and it made her genitalias, it didn't feel too good. So he's getting in trouble for that. How crazy is that? How crazy is it that Drake is getting in trouble for for basically putting hot sauce in a condom to protect himself? Right now, there's definitely a culture war. I think that's completely unfair. Yeah. I mean, look. I say this: if you can protect yourself by putting hot sauce in a condom, although you could just easily put water in it. But the problem is what they're saying about Drake is that it was a booby trap, and apparently booby traps are illegal. So he basically set a booby trap for the woman, knowing that likely she might use the condom to inject herself with it. But here's the thing I got to say: even if you have a condom, a lot of condoms have latex and all kinds of stuff in it, and you you do what you're going to do, and there's sperm inside of the condom. You'd expose the condom. However, I think that is a rare chance, even if, because women, they operate on a monthly cycle. So if women operate on a monthly cycle, there's a chance that the woman might not be at her fertile week, because, women are fertile for about maybe, I don't know, 3-4 days, 5 days sometimes. So I think that it was really, really rare that she would actually get pregnant, even if he didn't set the booby trap for her. I think that she wouldn't have got pregnant anyway, because the chances are so slim of her actually getting pregnant. It is so slim, because there's a condom, and then there's like you got to relate it to reality. It has to be a perfect accident. The accident have to be so perfect in order for her to get pregnant. However, I think that he was exercising his freedom, and he shouldn't be in trouble for that, for exercising his freedom. And anyway, I appreciate everybody who's joining in. He is being exonerated. Oh, I didn't hear about that. That's good. Tim Meyer said he's being exonerated. Okay. Same thing happened to Mike Tyson. 556, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, I appreciate y'all joining my live. I appreciate y'all joining my live stream. I seen my homie, my brother Joel. I seen him doing lives today. He was talking about, he was cooking actually. Hey, okay. So anyway, it's a lot going on in the news. You got the brother Kanye West who chose I can't call her an Instagram model. Paris Hilton, I would give her a little more credit than I would give Kim Kardashian, because she actually worked for her career versus just, she tried to be an actor or whatever, but it didn't work out. Kim Kardashian was a horrible pick for Kanye West. Kanye West picked this woman who slept her. She basically was rich based off of her father and based off of her stepfather. This Kim Kardashian woman who's so-called pro-black, right? And she is like basically trying to do what she can to keep Kanye's kids away from him. Although he do want to be involved in the children's life, and they're saying, "Oh, you can't be involved," because they try to label Kanye West as a crazy nut job, which is another insane thing. So he's struggling with custody issues, which is a real thing that's going on in America. Does your shirt say "Let's go, Brandon"? Yeah. I know it does say "Let's go, Brandon." I don't know if you can see it. Let's go, Brandon. I know I gotta get better camera angles so y'all can see me. One day when I get real big, I'll have all kinds of different angles. But right now, I just got the view right in front of me, and I'm slowly working on that. But yes, let's go, Brandon. I agree with that. I agree with "Let's go, Brandon." So did y'all see the woke the woke commercial? The woke commercial with I don't know if it was an Instagram commercial or a YouTube commercial. I actually covered the story where it was basically like a white woman with a whip who was basically cracking down on two black men at a basketball playground or whatever. And this is what the left is trying to push. The left is on life support right now, trying to push this racist narrative. Like, really, a white lady hiding behind a tree, calling black people monkeys, is coming out with a whip to whip these black men. What kind of crap is that? The left is on life support when they pushing this racism stuff, because they say that I don't know my history. But honestly, if you're racist, you don't know your history. And I know exactly what Jesse Lee means when he say racism does not exist, because I'm not going to say it don't exist, but it doesn't play a major factor. It only plays a factor if you allow it to play a factor. After he caught her on a hotel with another rapper, and she said she was having a prison reform. She was having a prison reform meeting, shaking my head. I guess he's talking about Kim Kardashian. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying, Kim Kardashian, he shouldn't have trusted her. He should have never made her his baby mother, but he decided to do that. That's his own fault. So honestly, as much as it is, we still have to suffer the consequence of who we choose to have children with. Once she tried to sleep her way to the top, I would have never married her anyway. That was, I mean, come on, what's the difference between what? Tell me, what is the difference between Kim Kardashian and what's that Indian lady name? Or maybe she's black. Oh, Kamala Harris. Tell me what's the difference between Kamala Harris and Kim Kardashian? They both the same. All they do is sleep with certain men to get their way to the top. They're no different. They're no different. They both claim to be pro-black. The only difference is Kamala Harris is married to a white man. That's the only difference. Kamala Harris is married to a white man. What's the difference between the two? They both use their genitalia to get what they want. That's a real shame. So the left is now still pushing January 6th. They still got a whole lot of detectives and investigators investigating January 6th because of they want to use January 6th because they don't have nothing else to run on. They don't have one thing to run on besides January 6th. January 6th, white supremacy, the Klan members, they came to destroy us. Come on now. The left got to come up with a different platform. The left got to come up with a different platform because all they're using is January 6th to remind us that America was built off of racism. And honestly, if you think America was built off of racism, you just don't know your history. Because there was a Spanish-American War or a Mexican-American War where the France invaded America. There was British people here, and it was just a huge battle between the cultures to basically take over America. And if it wasn't the so-called European white man who took over America, it would have been the Mexicans regardless. They was marching their way up north. I remember that. January 6th. January 6th is a thing 556 that they're keeping going. January 6th is the biggest topic of the left. Because think about it, all of their policies, nothing they have actually relates to what people really care about in reality. What January 6th is this a tool for the Democratic Party to say, Trump is a racist, don't let him come back. White people are racist, y'all need to vote for Democrats. I mean, think about it. A black officer shot a white woman named Ashley Babbitt. She got shot and killed. And there was no reaction. The police officer name wasn't released until like over a year later. Come on, because he was black, Officer Byrd. Come on, like he literally, even if she was committing a crime, it was still not right to shoot a bullet at that woman because she lost her life over it. It's completely ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. And then the left is so in favor of defunding the police. And I'm just like, I talked to some of my liberal friends. At what point are these officers and, like how is officers still supporting the left? Because I got a friend that's a cop, and he said some of the cops still support Joe Biden, which is I find to be completely ironic because they're the party that wants to defund the police. Now, think about it. In Philadelphia, carjackings went up. Carjackings are crazy in Philadelphia, and throughout every major city, carjackings are up because they defunded the police. There's politicians, especially in Philadelphia. I forget the lady name, but she was recently carjacked, and she was a politician that was in favor of defunding the police. And now 5 guys, they came and hijacked her out of her damn car. And the police showed up maybe 45 minutes later. And what they're doing is they're tapping your bumper. They're tapping your bumper. And then once they tap your bumper, you think that is a regular little fender bender. and you getting your insurance stuff ready, and they coming up to your side window. They coming up to your driver's window with a gun saying, get out the car. They don't care if you got a tracking device or not. They got their friend. They got their friend that got a shop and everything. And they're going to basically strip that car down, sell the rims, sell the tires. They're going to sell the car seats. They're going to sell everything. They're going to sell the mirrors, the windows, anything you got. They're going to strip that car down. They're going to sell the motor, everything about that. They're going to make a crap load of money off of it. When they steal your car, they're gonna make a crap load of money off of it. Yeah. The thing is, in Philadelphia, it's a problem with carjackings. It's a problem with crime. And I'm just like, at what point will we hold the leadership responsible? The leadership is not held accountable for anything they do. They should be held accountable for anything they don't do. When they basically set up laws that is pro-criminal, release criminals after they commit a heinous crime, a very, very violent crime, release them right back out with no bail. You've released criminals right back in the city without no bail. They don't got to come up with no bail. So then they get right back out, right? And then now there's a problem for the city. The person that was going to snitch on them ain't going to snitch on them no more, because it's like, why tell on somebody that's free and they're going to victimize you? They letting people out without no bail. 556, absolutely. I see the robot. So what's going on is the people that want to defund the police, they also are the same people that want to take your right away. They believe, these are the people that believe you shouldn't have the right to vote. The Democratic Party is the party that does not believe in freedom, but they believe in infringing on your rights. They believe in infringing on your rights. The Democratic Party, the party that don't want you to bear arms, are the same party that want to take your rights away. Well, Hondas are the number one stolen car. If you think about it, Hondas are the number one car that people steal. The Hondas are like, they like hotcakes, because especially the older ones, they're so easy to hijack, and they sell the market. That they sell on the market so quick because a lot of people want them parts. And now they're still in even newer cars because they know that they could get rid of the tracking device or whatever device you have connected to it. They know exactly where to find it, and they know exactly how to chop it up and get rid of it. And then, hey, you know what? They can make thousands and thousands of dollars. A 2001 Honda Accord. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they suit up these Honda Civics like crazy. I mean, Honda Civics sell in Philadelphia like hotcakes, especially with these the Puerto Rican people. Not to be racist, they like to slam them, suit them up. They make them look sharp. Put a nice system in it. Especially if you got a system, you got to be real careful. You got to be really careful. When you suit up these Honda Civics. Absolutely. And then Master D, hey, that's my brother. Hey, what's going on, Master D? I appreciate you tuning into the live stream. I appreciate every single subscription, everybody who subscribed me, everybody who shared my videos. 556, you've been supporting me since ever, and I appreciate that. What do y'all think about Joe Biden? Joe Biden he has the lowest approval rating that I can remember in history of any president having. Joe Biden approval rating is all the way down. But guess what? It's up. All the prices, gas prices is up. And you go to the grocery store, you're spending more money on whatever you want. I noticed when I went to the liquor store, everything is up in the liquor store. So we are suffering Joe Biden. Let's go Brandon, right? Brandon administration was the worst administration that the country have ever suffered. Brandon administration is one of the worst administrations that the country ever suffered. I can't think of a worse president. I cannot think of a worse president. I dropped this link at Hood Conservatives live before he shut down. Okay, yeah, I appreciate that, 556. Hey, let me I appreciate anybody who's sharing my live stream. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Notice all the liberals, Democrats are quiet about how bad things are. Absolutely. I mean, the Brandon administration is the horriblest administration, and they all are sad about it. I mean, why are we not talking about what Joe Biden did when he pulled troops out of the Middle East? He pulled troops out of the Middle East and got U.S. American soldiers killed. We're supposed to be pro-military. Why the hell are we not talking about it? Why the hell are we giving Joe Biden a pass on pulling troops out of America? He pulled American troops out of Afghanistan and Iraq or whatever, and then the Taliban came and they shut everything down. They said, no, we don't want none of y'all American satanic views on us. We are going to be misogynist against our women and shut everything down. Anybody who supported America is getting killed. It was literally people hanging on planes like this for their life, knowing there's no way you're gonna hold on to a plane all the way from the Middle East all the way to the United States. There's no way that's gonna happen. But it was literally people doing that, all because the Taliban came right back. If anything, we've been in Afghanistan for over 20 years. We should have turned it into American soil. We should have built a Walmart. We should have built a Target. We should have built houses and everything. It should have just been like the same way that Alaska's not connected to the United States, or Hawaii ain't connected to the United States, or even Puerto Rico ain't connected to the United States, but we basically turned that into American territory. We should have did the same thing there. We should have did the same thing there. You're welcome. 556. Appreciate that. Yeah, I already know, Anna. Like, I can't believe that we basically gave Joe Biden a pass on that, because imagine if it was Donald Trump who made the same move and pulled troops right out of the Middle East. If Donald Trump would have did it, he would have been like, "Oh, you don't like brown people. You're a racist." And then it was a woman killed, so he would have been a misogynist too, not care about women, not care about American troops. If Trump did the same exact move that Joe Biden did, even though it wasn't Joe Biden, it was the Brandon administration, because we all know Joe Biden. There's no such thing as a Joe Biden administration. There's only such thing as a Brandon administration, and that's being controlled by the complete left. Kamala Harris isn't even in control of the Brandon administration. Yeah, it makes me sick. All the Americans they left behind. Absolutely. 556. They actually left. It was regular civilians, if I'm not mistaken, that was actually left over there. It wasn't even just soldiers. It was regular people over there that would probably was doing research or whatever they was doing. It wasn't just American troops that wound up dying over there. Yeah, most of them was taken in their early 20s. Anna Rodriguez. Anna Rodriguez is a big supporter of me. Anna Rodriguez, let me know what city or state you in. I'll appreciate. I would love to know where you're located. But anyway, the Brandon administration is the worst administration. And shout out to the Supreme Justice Court, who ruled in favor of not mandatory throughout the country for vaccinations to be enforced on the American people. Vaccinations should not be enforced on American people. I know you're pro C virus, and you think everybody should wear a mask. We need to shut down everything because it's so scary. It's so scary, right? You're afraid of all of the new variants that Dr. Fauci and Joe Biden they plagiarize week after week, and they come out with new variants to scare you. It doesn't make any sense. Austin, Texas. Yeah, I need to come out there. I need to hit you up because I'm in a liberal state where you walk into any store, everybody is still wearing a mask. I'm the only person that's wearing Trump apparel and not wearing a mask. Whenever I go anywhere, I go to the gym, I go to the grocery store. Like New Jersey is completely liberal. Everybody love the vaccinations. Everybody's in love with everything that the Brandon administration is pushing on us. I can't believe it because if you support I don't understand the whole vaccination thing because it's like this. If you think that all of these vaccinations work, why the hell do you care if I got one? If you think the masks work, why the hell do you care if I wear one? You're safe. You're protected from me. I know 556, you from Texas. I know that. Hey, shout out to Texas. Shout out to Texas gun laws. Texas is more fair when it comes to family court. Texas is actually a really, really great place to live. Austin is pretty. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, crime is awful, even out in Texas. Wherever you allow liberals to basically be soft on crime, crime is going to go outrageous regardless. It's like if criminals know they're not going to suffer any consequence for being radical as possible, absolutely they're going to act a fool. It's completely anarchy. Look at how these Democratic far left liberals allow they literally allow a lot of their cities to be taken over by Antifa, Black Lives Matter, which is a racist Marxist terrorist organization. I don't know if you ever heard of Black Lives Matter, but Black Lives Matter is basically an organization that's put in place to push CRT and destroy the country. Do I have a Cash App? I do, but hey, I'll get to that later. I want to build my subscriptions up. I just want everybody to hear a little bit of my content. I'm trying to grow my channel and be the best I can be. You know what I mean? As of right now. But I appreciate that. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Soon I'll have super chats, cash apps, all of that stuff. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Help me get to 1,000. That's what you could do. Don't cash at me. Send this video to one of your liberal friends. That's going to help me. Send this video to whoever disagree with the conservative message, not just the Republican message. Send this video to an anti-conservative person because there's a huge difference from being a Republican and a conservative. A conservative Republican is completely different from a regular Republican because we cherish old school values, period. When we talk about conservatism, we are going into this Babylon culture that's anti-God. It's completely against everything that America is supposed to stand for. When you think about even transgenders, the transgender thingy, that's basically so satanic and moving so far away from God and what this country is supposed to stand for, where we cannot identify you as what you was actually born as from birth. We are in a satanic era right now where most of us real Christian conservative people got to stand up against these crazy radical left-wing liberals who want to destroy us by destroying the language. They can control the culture if we allow them to control the language. Think about how important language is. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. Anybody who disputes that is completely delusional and they're not living in reality. And liberal ideology is completely different from actual reality. The more and more we step away from what's real and we basically get on board with what's fake, we are going to be destroyed as a country. Other countries are not allowing this. Of course, I'm happy to be in America where it's free. It's a free country for the most part. I do not want to be in a third world country, but I guarantee you the third world countries, they're not allowing no transgender crap to come into their environment. They are not allowing it. If you want to push that's what I was talking about a few minutes ago with the Taliban. We was trying to push that crap up there and they wasn't allowing it. They said, no, y'all go back to the United States and push that on y'all children. Y'all not going to do that here. They slaughtered all the damn pigs because they don't even like pork. They started killing all the damn pigs in Afghanistan and Iraq because they don't even eat pork. I will do my best. I appreciate that, Anna. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And I appreciate everybody who's supporting me, everybody who's subscribing to my channel. Hey, it's so awesome to get a couple of people. I never thought even one person will listen to me, so I appreciate everybody. But like I said, the Taliban, in a way, I kind of understand them because they was not allowing a lot of the they follow their Quran or whatever they're into. They follow that to a T. They're not allowing us to come over and push some all of this woke American culture. And honestly, we need to get back to Christianity in this country. Look, here's the thing. I'm all about basically conserving real values where we're not pushing this LGBTQ crap because we all know that's satanic, right? I'm into a culture where we honor American Christian values, where basically what I want is I don't want anything to be like, I want us to dress nice. You know, the way women used to dress back in the 1920s. Besides the whole racist thing that the whole left is trying to push, I like the 1920s. If you think about it, that's when families stuck together. That's when men dressed in suits and everybody was respectful towards one another. There was an actual culture where America was majority Christian. That's a good country. When America's majority Christian, it's frowned upon to get an abortion. If a woman have a kid, have a baby, and get pregnant out of wedlock, she's frowned upon. We need to kind of get back to that time. Because honestly, if I was a dictator, if I was literally a dictator, I would get rid of the welfare program. I would get rid of child support. I would get rid of alimony, all of that. I would make it so nobody can get a divorce. We would literally force people to basically get in line with Christianity. Because think about it. How can we have a smaller government if we have all of these single mothers in society, all of these single mothers who have to depend on the government? And the culture that we live in is promoted like it's a good thing. Being single motherhood is promoted like it's so great. And being a father and being a man is promoted. Oh, you're such a cool guy if you go out and sleep with a bunch of women and get them and impregnate them and don't take care of your children. We live in a culture where the rap music is completely satanic and it's promoting a very, very, very evil type lifestyle, even on men and women. We can't live in this kind of society. If we promote evilness and wickedness, then what do we expect? Get rid of the welfare program. I'm 100% completely against the whole civil rights movement. Civil rights didn't do nothing good for nobody. Civil rights, it was completely hijacked, especially by the race hustlers. Think about civil rights. Before civil rights, Black folks, they love to brag about Black Wall Street and all of that stuff, right? They love to brag about, oh, Black Wall Street, we had this, we had that. Yes, before then, we had our own bus companies, we had our own schools, everything. You know, you didn't have to go to the white man to get educated. You didn't have to go to the white man to figure out to get educated. You didn't have to go to the white man for employment. You could do everything from within your own community. But we beg white people, please, Mr. White Man, let us marry your woman. We want to not only marry a woman, we want to move into the neighborhoods that you live in. I'm 100% against the civil rights movement. I'm 100% against the civil rights movement. I was born in the 40s. Wow. You said you wish you was born in the 40s. I was about to say, wow, that's a long time ago. Absolutely. I mean, the 40s was really good. I only said the 1920s because I like I, I like the way people dressed in the 1920s. The suits was nice and snug and fit, and the ladies looked nice and everything. So I kind of appreciate the 1920s. Hey, somebody got the link from Anna Rodriguez. I appreciate that. Survival. Uh-huh. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, the 1920s was a good era. I would get rid of if I could be a dictator, I would get rid of the whole welfare system because that's honestly one of the things that's keeping us stuck in a dependency of the US government to basically provide and take care of us. We need to be we need to push for independency and not dependency. And that's the thing I like about being a conservative Republican, because conservative Republican, the only thing that means is we want less government control. Being a liberal Democrat means you want more government control. You want the government to control everything you do and can't do. You want the government to take so much tax money from you. The only thing I believe that we need from the government, yes, the government. Give us some public schools for the children, absolutely. Fix the roads for us. Provide a military to protect us from foreign threats. Police the neighborhoods, not defund the police. Police the neighborhoods and lock the criminals up. Other than that, I want the government to stay the hell out of my business. See how lower taxes go. See how lower taxes go if we stop being so dependent on the US government. Vote for the politician who's running in your local county for whoever is pushing the most freedom. Whoever is pushing the most freedom, that's who you should vote for. Hey, I appreciate everybody in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that's tuned into the live stream. Hey, I love it. Everybody that been with me since day one, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video, like this video. Hey, shout out to my man Joel Davis. I appreciate that. I know he brought a lot of y'all in and acknowledged me as a decent Christian, conservative black man. I appreciate that. And that's the thing. We are in a society where we need to push for less government control. Anybody that want to push more government control is somebody who you should absolutely not vote for. And just because somebody claimed they're a Republican, it does not mean they are actually a Christian or a conservative. It does not mean they're actually a real conservative. So there was a crazy situation that happened the other day. I think I talked about it earlier, but come on now, the whole Karen thing where there was a white woman whipping black people with whips. That does not, like, I understand black people always say, oh, Trump's trying to bring back racism. Trump got white people thinking they could be racist again. Nothing could be further from the truth. If anybody's pushing racism, it's coming from the far left party. The Democratic Party, all they can run on is racism. They have no policies because they know everything they do is a complete failure. Everything that the left do is a complete failure. So they have to push for, oh, racism. So they hate crimes are a thing in the past, right? Honestly, somebody would tell me what the hell is a hate crime? A hate crime is nothing but a thing that the left came up with to divide the people. And I think I see my man, Scott Ford. Scott Ford, shout out to you. Scott Ford, I appreciate you tuning into my live. But think about it. Hate crimes are a thing that the left created, just like they created the word racism. That okay, if I victimize you and you're a white person, that is a crime, right? I should go to jail. I should go to jail. If you're white and you victimize me, just because you're white, it shouldn't be a hate crime. Go to jail. Like ABL say, big rocks, little rocks. Send this person to prison. Let them go to jail. Let them suffer their time. Why do we need these labels? Why does it have to be a hate crime? I look at everybody as equal. That's why the left will never accept Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King said, what? Judge people off the content of their character and not the color of their skin. And the left completely dismiss that. They judge everything by the content of their character. I mean, by the content of their skin. Okay, you're black. Okay, you're okay. You're okay if you do a crime. You're white. No, you're racist. You're white supremacist. I never understood the white supremacist thing anyway. How the hell is a white person a supremacist? How can you be supreme to me? We equal. We both bleed the same blood. At the end of the day, there's no such, if you call a white person supremacist, you idiot. You're calling them a supreme being. No white person is superior. I've never heard white people call themselves supreme or supremacist. I only hear black race hustlers calling them supreme and supremacist, because there's no such thing as white supremacy. It's no such thing as white privilege. There's no such thing as supreme. Nobody's supreme. Some people are born into better families, absolutely. And is there such thing as a wealth gap? Yes. Can some people be born into a greater family that has more than your family? Absolutely, somebody can. But is somebody better than me just because they're born white? That's ridiculous. Okay, just read some of the comments here. Yeah. Like I said, I appreciate everybody sharing it. Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, I appreciate it. Scott Ford, I appreciate that. But hey, absolutely. There's no such thing as a supreme. Nobody's superior to you. And honestly, on an individual level, depending on what you're trying to do, if you're trying to go out and kill it, think about it. Was Michael Jordan a supremacist? Michael Jordan went out every night when he in his career believing that he was greater than his opponents. So was he a supremacist because he thought that he was better than you? No, he was not a supremacist. He was very, very into competing with other people, but not into the point where he think that, like, on some moral, satanic level, he's better than people. When you're competing against other people, yes, there is a sense of pride you have to take. There is a sense of pride. But it does not mean that you're better than somebody or you think better than somebody. But that's what the left try to push. If somebody could explain to me in the comments what a supreme being is, a supremacist, because a supremacist is nothing but a supremacist is nothing but a stupid person. If anybody think they're a supreme. Michael Jordan funded BLM. I think I heard something about that, but I don't know. Far as I know, Michael Jordan basically was saying back in the day that Republicans buy Jordans too. I never knew him to be a political man, unless he jumped on a bandwagon, or somebody could be using his name to basically promote it. Yeah, I'm your hero. Scott Ford got way more followers than me. What you mean I'm your hero? You my hero. I follow Hoodie too. Michael Jordan worked his butt off to become more competitive than his rivals. He earned it. Absolutely. Think about it. Michael Jordan was one of the hardest working players out there. He did not allow. It's nothing wrong with thinking you're better than your competitors. You have to believe that. You have to believe in yourself, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with a white person being intelligent. There's nothing wrong with a white person being intelligent and getting accepted into a school. Now, there is something wrong with a black person not being intelligent and getting accepted to like this great Division I college. And you don't even know anything, but you want to get into school based off of racism. They need to let you in because America was racist and built off of slavery, and you need affirmative action, but you fought for equality, you dumb black person. How you going to fight for equality, but yet you want to be treated superior to white people? You want to be on the same playing field as white people. You work your ass off after school, study for these programs, and then get accepted the same way the white person did. You shouldn't get no damn privilege because you black. There should be no privilege even if you are white. You're my supremacist. Scott Ford. If you haven't watched Hood Conservative, I think you are missing out. Anna Rodriguez, I'm going to subscribe to Hood Conservative. Give me the exact link to his channel and link it so everybody that's in the chat could actually subscribe to Hood Conservative, because I don't know who he is. Maybe if I'm, or she, I would be happy to have that person on my channel. Maybe I'll give that person an interview. I'm not sure if it's a he or she, so I don't want to get their pronouns wrong. You know what I mean, Anna? Let me know. Link, go to their YouTube channel and link it in a description box. Link it in a description box, if you can, or in the comment section. I mean, absolutely. Jordan gave $100 million. He got brainwashed. I mean, a lot of people get brainwashed. I really don't know what Michael Jordan does or don't do besides his career, because I really don't follow him too much. But it's possible. A lot of people are brainwashed by the left, and a lot of people are brainwashed by, because he's part of, like, LeBron James. He kiss ass to China because LeBron James, he doesn't want people to know that people in China is being oppressed, to make his shoes and his Nikes so he could sell them and make his money. So, LeBron James is all about the dollar, and he's a victim. So, yeah, I get it. I mean, Michael Jordan might be on that type time too, but I really don't follow too much of Michael Jordan, what he got going on today. My next door neighbors are black multi-millionaires. I'm jelly. Where do you live? If your neighbors are black and multi-millionaires, where they live? You got to go to that barbecue. And if you do get invited to the barbecue, let me know, because I want to go with you. Let me know if your neighbors are millionaires. Let me know if you get invited to the barbecue, because I want to go with you. Tell them that a straight black Christian conservative man that want to come. Hood Conservative is a great dude. Okay, Hood Conservative is a great dude, but go to their if you can. I'm gonna type in Hood Conservative on YouTube, but click that link, hit that link, click on their link and share it with everybody in the chat, because I appreciate it. I love to hear about new conservatives. I love to hear about new Hood Conservatives. I'm assuming Hood Conservative, I'm assuming he's black. I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so what, YouTube is taking certain stuff down? Yeah, I can see how that happened. Yeah, you got to have some money to live next to multi-millionaires. So you must got some money. Yeah, absolutely. Some money definitely is involved. Some money is definitely involved. No question about it. So, hey, man, everybody that's supporting me, give me a big thumbs up. Everybody that's supporting me, and they appreciate the little bit of content I do put out. I know I'm not the greatest, and I'm working on getting better and better and better, and trying to improve my quality. But hey, if you look at me since day one, since I first started, I came up a couple of notches since then. And I always talk about this kind of stuff. So I was like, yo, I want to start a YouTube channel because I want to share my message. I want to share my beliefs with everybody. Does anybody listen to Marcus Rogers? No, not that I know of. Hood Conservative is one of my favorite. Him and There. Okay. Make sure put me on that list one of these days. I know I got to build my subscriptions up and build my reputation up, but hopefully I get on your list soon too. I'm just tuning in with y'all, man. Hey, anyway, I was talking about it first thing in my live stream. Hey, I was so disappointed that Tom Brady did not basically win today, because if he would have won and got his eighth ring, if he would have made it all the way to get his eighth ring, he would have basically been equal to Jennifer Lopez, because Jennifer Lopez had 8 rings and Tom Brady was so close to catching her. Evening, everyone. Sonia Scrapbook, I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning into my live. I appreciate that. I subscribe, bro. Survival. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that. Everybody, and not only that, make sure y'all tune in, because I plan on doing more and more lives, and because I just drop like a quick 10-minute video every once in a while, but I know that a lot of people like to interact with me and they want to see me go live. So I'm going to try to start going live a lot more. And I appreciate Sonia Scrapbook. I hit her up earlier. She actually has a YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and tune in to Sonia Scrapbook. She actually put out a lot of good content. Sonia Scrapbook on YouTube, and she's pretty funny on Instagram. She posts a lot of crazy stuff about the left. I still can't see your shirt. My brother is saying he still can't see my shirt, but y'all already know what it say. It say, "Let's go, Brandon." Like, I know I got to get better with my, like I said, I got to get better with all of that. But hey, you see me. You see me right now. The Build Back Better plan completely shut down. What y'all think? Like, hey, I'm so happy. Y'all don't realize, like, the Build Back Better plan was literally one of the worst plans that ever happened, that the government ever wrote up. And it was written up by AOC and a bunch of other far leftists to basically destroy America, break down, burn down every building, and we're going to rebuild it up with this new nice sufficient it's going to be this great like low energy cost. And it's just like, what are you talking about? It's basically going to cost Americans thousands, well, millions or billions and billions of dollars, right? So we're going to spend billions and billions of dollars to build up some Green New Deal plan, some stupid Build Back Better plan, which the Build Back Better plan was a horrible concept for the Brandon administration, because it literally means destroy the country. Build Back Better plan. If you look up the definition, if you Google Build Back Better plan, the definition of it is literally destroy America and take away all of our money. You won't even get a tax return. If they do the Build Back Better plan, if that would have passed through, there wouldn't even been no tax return. Shout out to the Supreme Justice Court for also being part of shutting down the mandate that the Joe Biden administration was trying to basically push down on us, push it down our throat. Okay, check Sonia out after the chat. Hey, make sure you check her out. What did your shirt say? It says, "Let's go, Brandon." Yeah, Elizabeth Warren was one of the leaders. Elizabeth Warren is the Indian lady, right, Sonia? Elizabeth Warren is a radical liberal. I think she's claimed to be Indian, but also our Black Queen Kamala Harris is also an Indian, so that might be her sister. They shouldn't have shut down the healthcare. Yeah. Honestly, we got a lot of people losing their jobs because of the stupid mandate that the stupid Brandon administration put in place. Like, you think about the Brandon administration, they got police officers leaving their job or resigning, if not basically being fired, in a lot of cities where they need the police. a lot of people are resigning, a lot of police officers in the cities that actually need police officers. People are resigning left and right because they're trying to push a vaccine mandate on the officers. They're trying to push a vaccine mandate on the officers. I had a liberal friend that was telling me that I'm going to die early because I allegedly never got a vaccination. I'm not going to say I didn't get a vaccination, not on the YouTubes, but if I didn't get a vaccination, he think that he's more healthier than me because he got all the vaccinations and he go get vaccinated every week. Every time they come out with a new booster, he's in line to get it. And I'm just like this. How you more healthier than me? I actually work out and do stuff and eat a certain type of way to maintain my health. You think you could avoid the gym and do whatever you want, and you get a bunch of vaccinations, so you think you are protected because you're vaccinated. You're smart. You're smarter than everybody else because you're vaccinated. You think you outsmarted people because you're doing what Dr. Fauci and the Brandon administration is telling you to do. Yeah, they basically, medical staff basically have no choice but to get the jab, unfortunately. What do you think about the fact that mainstream media that actually been grilling the Brandon administration, is what Sonia Scrapbook is saying? I think that they're grilling the Brandon administration because he has a horrible administration. It was literally the worst administration we ever experienced in a country. But for the most part, they still kind of protect him. He's still kind of protected. I know they're talking about, oh, he's treated like he's a black president. I'm just like, what? The media, for the most part, Sonia, for the most part, they are really soft on Joe Biden. They really don't hold him accountable for a lot of his stupidity. They really don't. Like, Joe Biden gets away with dirt. And I don't know how long you've been tuned in, Sonia, but I literally talked about the Brandon administration when they pulled out of the Middle East. And Joe Biden really didn't get criticized for that. He basically got away with basically allowing 13 military troopers of United States to basically be murdered by the Taliban. And on top of that, I don't even know the number of regular civilians that was Americans that was over there that Joe Biden is responsible for the loss of their life. Honestly, Sonia, it doesn't matter. They are really, really soft on Joe Biden. They're not going hard on him. Yeah, it seems to be a power controlling on the election. And a purge on all the people who believed in freedom and smaller government. Absolutely. I mean, think about it. If you really think about this whole COVID push and this whole Brandon administration, it's like they don't really care about the safety of the people, because at the end of the day, they would care about the borders if they really cared about. If they cared about crime going out the roof, if they care about carjackings, if they care about these variants in the air and people's lives are at risk, you don't think they would pay no attention to what's going on at the border when they're literally letting unvaccinated people just come over? I never thought that we would get anyone worse than Carter, but Joe Biden straight pushed him out of the position. Hey, Joe Biden, the Brandon administration is the worst administration I ever seen in my life, period. Yeah, 86 million military equipment was lost. Wow. It wasn't 86 million military equipment and ammunition that we basically lost in the Middle East to the Taliban. We basically empowered the Taliban. Hey, you know what? If Trump would have did that, it would have been racism on steroids. It would have been racism on steroids if Trump would have did the same exact move that the Brandon administration did. They care only about staying in power. I know they only care about staying in power because, like I said, that's the reason why they didn't want the wall built. Because if they could get all the illegal immigrants they can to get in a country, they don't care. They don't care about illegal immigrants, by the way. They care about getting them over here so they could get the votes. That's why their goal, I guarantee you, if the left could pack the Supreme Courts and get rid of the filibuster, they would not even care anymore about the votes. Because once they control the Supreme Court and they get rid of the filibuster, they control everything. They only want illegals over here so they can control and manipulate the votes. That's why they want illegals over here so bad. I will get your channel out there. It would just take some time. Hey, I appreciate that, Anna Rodriguez, but ultimately it's all up to me. I got to keep pushing out good content and trying to grow my channel. And I appreciate everybody. Yeah, well, hey, 556 said we'll work on it. It takes time. Yes, everything takes time. But look at how far I am based off of where I started. When it's people I know that have a YouTube channel much longer than me and got less subscribers. So I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. Hey, man, but you know, like I said, I tune everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning into the broadcast and supporting Savage 5050 and, you know, subscribing to my channel, bringing new people on. Hey, we got to push the movement because there is a conservative movement. And I feel like that we are going to push and we're going to raise awareness because I am raising awareness because on my channel, I speak about racism quite a lot. And I tell people, racism does not play a major factor in America. And then when I explain to them, if you actually study history, historically, slavery is not even racist. And that triggers a lot of people right there. Slavery was horrible, absolutely, not to minimize it. But at the end of the day, it was strictly business. And throughout history, white people were slaves too. So the Democratic Party want black people to believe that all y'all was just brought over here on a boat from Africa, from mommy Africa, right? Yeah. Yeah, the Democrats they lost their mind. You got an important message. People appreciate that. That's why our channel will blow up. That's why your channel will blow up. Yeah, absolutely. I try to tell black people all the time, racism doesn't play a major factor in America. No white person is supreme to a black person just because you're born white. But I literally know other black people who think that just because somebody was born white, that they are supreme or superior to them. And nothing could be further from the truth. I was just about to subscribe to your channel and realized that I already wondered why I hadn't been getting notifications for your channel. Hey, you know what? Because if you don't watch my videos for a while, I think the algorithm don't really push me into your it doesn't really push me into your feed, or if you don't like my videos. So make sure that you like my videos, because I think if you just watch my videos, it might not show up. But if you actually like them, it will show up in your feed for the next time that I drop a video. So everybody, I appreciate everybody who's watching me. I appreciate everybody who liked my video. Make sure y'all like my videos. If you don't like it, then it won't pop up on your thing. I will promote you on my live stream. Okay, Survivor, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, and I got the Rona at the moment, but I'm all good. Hey, it's a quick recovery. Honestly, like, hey, I'm not even in a high risk category, so I don't spend too much time worrying about it. Like, literally, I walk in stores with no mask. I go to the gym with no mask. I touch stuff at the grocery store. I don't have hand sanitizer on me. I touch weights at the gym. I work around a bunch of people and I'm touching stuff right after them. And if I get sick, I get sick. I think I had the Rona before it was a brand. Before they actually brand named it, I think I had it based off of what the symptoms are. I believe I already had it. Hey, Anna Rodriguez, yes, 556, we do hope she's better soon. You know how I do, Anna Rodriguez. I have to get in the habit of liking everybody video that I watch. Yes, if they're promoting good content, I don't know if y'all believe I'm promoting good content or not, but yeah, if you like people videos, then they will pop up in your feed. But you know, if you don't like the video, then there's a chance that they might not pop up in your feed again. And that's the unfortunate part, even if you are subscribed to people, because certain people that I'm subscribed to, and I never see their channel unless I actually literally look them up. Hey, Sonya, I'll make sure I like all your videos when you drop them. Anna Rodriguez, 556 said, you're welcome. Hey, I appreciate everybody, like, you know, being supportive of everybody. I don't wish the Rona on anybody. However, I don't believe that is a major factor that you got to be extra cautious of and scared of, and keep your children away from other people because, oh, the Rona is going to kill you. It's just like, if we believe in the science and actually look up the statistics, the Rona is really not it's not a major factor. It's really not. But, you know, the left believe in pushing the Rona. They run their whole campaign off of fear. So it's fear of the Rona or fear of racism. If they can't get you with the Rona, they'll get you with racism. Yeah, I'm just sick like I have been any other time. Hey, that's all it is. I mean, the new Abercon, or I forget what they called it, some scary name, but literally I know people that actually got it, and it literally is just a regular code. It's nothing to even panic about. But honestly, guys, we are living in a time where they are trying to basically push us into Babylon. They are trying to push us so far away from God that they want us to be computer controlled. They want to actually push it. I believe that the left want to push a culture where we're basically locked down in our house, similar to China, where we're going to literally need like a hall pass to go outside and go to the grocery store and be told what we can and can't buy at the grocery store. They want to control us all the way from the top down. They don't want freedom. And unfortunately, they basically use poor people to promote a liberal communist society, because these are the people that can't think for themselves. They get the people that can't think for themselves to promote a very evil America where you have no power. The government want to have 100% power over us, where we need a hall pass to go outside of our damn house. They want to arrest you. They want to control you. You got to wear your religious mask. You got to pray to their religion, which is the C virus. The C virus is their religion that they adopted, and you better get in line with it. The trans men are changing into women, and they want us to believe it like it's reality. But I identify as a PlayStation 5. Are you going to acknowledge me as a PlayStation 5? No, but they want us to basically go along with people with delusional pronouns. I had a liberal friend that told me, oh, you got a whole channel dedicated to hatred. How do I have a channel dedicated to hatred? The people that hate you is the people that lie and go along with your delusion. The people that love you will actually tell you the truth. I'm somebody that actually speak the hard truth, even if you don't want to hear it. Yeah. Yeah, you get over it in about 4 days. It's not really a big deal. They were making people quarantine metal boxes and stadiums in China. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. That's something that got me a little worried. Hey, what about those chips they're starting to put in people? Yeah, I heard something about that, and yeah, hey, that's a real thing. That's a real thing to be concerned about. They're trying to basically push it in babies, and on top of that, they are trying to basically force 5-year-olds to be vaccinated, depending on what state you're in. So that's going to be part of, the school mandates in a lot of places, basically to get vaccinated. I love that the smaller channels interact more with subscribers in the comments. Yeah, I hope that it reaches thousands as well, Ortiz. Like, hey, help me share this message. Oh, Anna, you could identify as whatever you want to identify for. You can identify as a tomato plant. You could identify as an airplane. I saw a video about it today. Anna Rodriguez, yeah, laughing my ass off. Yeah, we're all probably survivors of the whole C virus thing. We're all survivors of it, because I don't care who you are. By now, you definitely came in contact with it, and you probably had it and didn't even know it. So we're all survivors. You saw me on the stream. Yeah. But that's the thing. We're falling so far away from God that we are allowing the government to be our new gods. Because there was a time when we actually believed in God, but now we basically believe in big government. The government is our new God. They tell us what's right and what's wrong, and what we need to do and what we don't need to do. Yeah. Hey, they and a lot of streams together. Everybody gotta push for these smaller YouTubers such as myself. Try to push the algorithm. Like these videos, share these videos, because the more likes, the more everybody pops up in your feed. Make sure you like the video, because if you don't like, when you watch my videos, if you don't like it, it won't necessarily pop up every time you tune into your Instagram. I mean your YouTube or whatever. Your YouTube won't really show it. But anyway, I've been on here for over an hour. I just wanted to ramble on for real quick or whatever. I hope y'all liked the live stream that I did. That's what's bringing along the collapse of society, lack of God. Absolutely, the lack of God is if we can't have a smaller government, right? We cannot have a smaller government if we have a very, very low rate on marriage, or a very, very low rate of family values. Because if you don't have a family, then who do you depend on? You depend on Uncle Sam. You depend on the U.S. government to basically take care of you, to take care of your kids, take care of your family. So yeah, we gotta go back into Christianity. And if we don't, we will collapse as a society. Absolutely, we are going to collapse. They are forcing us to agree with how they identify, because they need the validation for something they don't completely agree with themselves. Absolutely. They don't even believe in half of the stuff they're saying. They don't even believe in half of the stuff they're saying, Ortiz. They how long you want to play to go along, get along? Because the people who's going along with their lie is the people who have no love in their heart. The people who actually are telling the truth, that's actually telling men they are men and women they are women, them are the people that actually have love. The people that go along with your lie, it's almost like if you could sing, if you can't sing but you're singing, the people who tell you that you can't sing are the people who love you. The people that's lying to you, going along with your BS, are the people who hate you. Love is about telling the truth. Love don't mean that I got to invite you over to my family barbecue. Love don't mean I got to show up to all your family events or your events, or show up at your birthday party. Love is about telling people the truth. If you love people, you will tell them the truth. Yeah, I'll be introduced to some other patriot soon. Hey, Survivor, I appreciate that. Hey, make sure you hit me up, man. Make sure you hit me up to come on my channel. I hope you could come on my channel. Maybe we could do a live together, or I could get you in for an interview. Nate Savage, you don't even know the small amount of channels like conservative. Absolutely. I mean, hey, introduce me to everybody. I love when Trump said, "I'm American, worship God, not the government." Hey, absolutely, we need to worship God and not the government. The smaller the government is, the better. The smaller the government is, the better. Survival. Absolute Savage, Anna, and JH55566. And I know, yeah, yeah. Patriots of color. Absolutely. We definitely got to support everybody. Support everybody in the chats. I appreciate everybody in the chats for tuning in. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on my live real quick. We've been a little over an hour. I just wanted to tune in, tell you how I feel. Hey, everybody, I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody that support me, everybody that support my channel. Make sure you like my video, because remember what I said about the likes. If you don't like the video, then I won't pop up the next time I go live. Make sure you like my video, share my video, and if you haven't, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to be checking out a couple of people. I honestly haven't been in the loop. And yeah. All right, make sure you get in the loop. Good night. Yeah. All right. But everybody, thanks for tuning into my live stream. I'm going to end it now, and I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Savage 5050. And I'm out. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.